everyone. You're watching Soundwaves TV. Chasta here, and I'm stoked to have Crash Pilot in the studio. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Whoop whoop is right. Yeah, of course. Well, 2025, right out the gate. Well, actually, to be fair, New Year's Eve, 2024. It was known that Crash Pilot was coming back, reboot style or 2.0 style, however you want to phrase it.
We love reboots. Don't we?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't love a reboot?
This is a live action reboot of Crash Pilot.
I mean, this calls for some J.J. Abrams reboot.
Yes, I like that. Yes. So you clearly went into this year with a vision of where Crash Pilot was going. You needed a new shredder, and so you had some goals. You had some rock and roll goals.
You know, we were really kind of down in the dumps in 2024. You know, we had a lot of material that we were excited to do. You know, we'd written these songs that we'd started tracking ourselves, and we were just ready to go. And we really needed, we needed a new edge.
Yeah.
You know, we needed somebody to come in and push it forward. And so I saw it on the horizon in December, and I was like, dude, we're gonna do this. We're gonna in 2025, we're gonna come out and kill it. And then we found this lovely character over here.
Yeah.
Who has great teeth, by the way.
Thank you. I brushed them and everything.
Wow. Impressive. Lying. Yeah. He's lying.
You have the whitest white part of the eyes I've ever seen. Do you floss?
Really? Every time, even
He's
off camera, he's a charmer. This one.
He will butter you up.
So how did you all find each other? How did this all come to be?
Well, I was in some bands before this.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a 30s jazz band doing covers of like emo songs called The Great Depression.
Yes.
And I spent some time as the guitar in a BDSM themed Eric Clapton cover band called Whipped Cream.
I really love those. Can those be real? Can you guys have side projects?
We had to give it up. It's really hard to sing in a ball gag.
Good God Almighty.
And then I spent some time as the guitarist for a band. It's a very multi-ethnic group, and I'm as pasty as they come, so we were called White on Rice.
Yeah. As you would be.
And things started slowing down.
I really need
there.
a symbol. Like, where's your symbol, Cody? I know. Come on.
So that was a great band. That was a lot of fun. But it started slowing down. And I'm like, I need to be playing music again. This is not working out for me. So I did what any guy does when he gets a little bit lonely.
Yes.
I went on Craigslist.
Yes.
Over to the M for M section. Musician for musician.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some of the guys on there, I think.
Is that what it means?
I know. I was like, I don't know if that's what that's doing, but yes.
Some of I don't think they want to form a band.
You don't say.
Yeah. One guy was really good at trombone, but it wasn't going to work.
I see what you did there.
But so when I found these guys on there, it was everything that I was looking for in a band.
That's cool.
And we were kind of, we were kind of hitting the ropes. We were at the journey's end. We were, it was the end of 2024, and we didn't know where we were going. So, like Brendan says, we hit Craigslist, and did a little bit of praying.
Yeah. Well, it works out. We've had a lot of bands on this set that have done the same thing. I mean, that's a really good place to find musicians and other things.
No, I haven't put a ring on it yet.
Oh, you haven't? Oh,
no,
so you're still in the honeymoon phase.
He did. I didn't wear it today, though.
Oh, how dare you?
I forgot. It was early mornings. For musicians, like, can you be there at 11? I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's like 6 in normal people time. I understand.
Crack a ton.
I get it. Yes, I'm married to a musician. I fully understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was January. Now we're into, what are we in, June?
June
so
already?
Are we out of the honeymoon phase? How are we doing? How's the band
I haven't
driving?
signed any contracts.
Okay, fair enough. That's
ready
good.
to break up.
Yeah.
But if you're out there listening, we're totally willing to sell ourselves. Any offers, we'll play for cash offers.
Fair enough, yes. And or endorsements also.
Endorsements.
Do anything to make it on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Yes. Well, with this fashion. I mean, it's got to happen. You're manifesting it, obviously. David is the diva, as you can tell.
Mira walks by and just turns over to him and goes, damn.
Our favorite thing to do is get pictures of this guy looking in the mirror.
Yeah. Oh,
doing
God.
his hair, fluffing it, all of that kind of stuff.
The
But
results.
he has a sixth sense for the mirror. Every time I pull my camera up, I'm like, I think I'm going to get him. And he turns around. Give me the look, David.
Yeah. Give him the look. Oh, that's good.
I like the other one from behind too. I'll turn around over the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
I'll know exactly. I'm like, oh, I'm ready.
I love somebody that knows their angles, I mean, in this business, you got to know your angles. I love it.
David's got plenty of them.
Yeah, he's nothing but angles. I love that. So you guys have been busy. Okay, so you got new music. You have a brand new video. It's not even out yet,
Not
right?
yet.
Not yet. Okay, that you did with Mike Sloat.
Yeah.
We're big fans of Mike Sloat here at Soundwaves. He's like part of our family. We did an entire episode with him. He's that good. Tell us about that experience.
So me and Mike have been wanting to do something jointly together for a while now, and this was kind of the opportunity. I sent him a couple of the demo tracks that we'd been working on, and we kind of picked one, and it was like, this one's got a solid message. He liked the theme that I'd come up with, the kind of the concept for it, and we kind of landed on that, and we pulled it all together, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it when a shoot comes together like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful, and it's a song. I love those ironic messages in songs, with those happy, upbeat themes.
Yeah.
It's great. So, I mean, the song is called Hate Me, so you think it's like aggressive, it's mean, but really the message behind the song is, to kind of thumb your nose at haters, at people who criticize you online. I mean, especially in this online world that we live in now.
Paper tigers, as I call them.
Yeah, where it's so easy to dehumanize people and to throw, throw, as the kids call it, now, shade. Getting those younger.
I know, right? Going for the
younger
demo.
demographic.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Nicky doesn't need shade. He has a hat.
I bring my own shade.
Yes, everywhere you go.
But, I mean, that's kind of the message of the song is like, no matter what they say, no matter what they throw your way, is kind of just keep doing you, because in reality, it's not about you. It's not that you've done anything wrong. It's really it's about them. You know, I mean, and you've kind of just got to pity that need to throw hate at you. And so
some people live for that.
Yeah, I mean, we're on stage. We do music. We do art for for a living, and it's like, well, we've got plenty of haters. Just wait till you see the video. We got quite the turnout.
Got to collect them all.
Yeah, you collect them all. All the haters in the video.
I asked for 30. We got like 50.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were all acting. So.
It'll be a lot of authenticity in this video.
There was definitely some authenticity. People love to hate.
It's true. I mean, I think that's a very relatable thing for everyone online, because it doesn't matter, how pristine you think your image is, how good you want to be, somebody will find a fault in you. And that's just life for anybody in the industry and not, you know? I mean,
the moment you step out in the public, people want to hate you.
It's true. Yeah. So I think it's a really powerful message to just power on, to just, know your goals, right? Know what you want to do, believe in yourself, and pass literally through all of that hate where people are screaming at you. I can't wait to see this video.
And that's kind of the
that's
concept.
The vibe.
We're walking right through that. They're that's screaming, they're angry, they're passionate. They've got every criticism on full display, and we just kind of whatever walk through it, keep doing us, and and that's really the magic of the video. I can't wait to show it to all.
That's great. I feel like you guys, I mean, you're true performers. Like, obviously, you're a stand-up comedian. But you really are. You understand the art of putting on a show. Yeah. That it's not just music. It's not just being good musicians. It is also fashion. It is also vibe. It's energy and all of that. Collectively, that's very much the case. Do you all come from that place in other bands? Like, how do you feel like you came to that performance place in your life? Like, have you always rocked this look?
I never liked looking at people just planted like trees on stage.
Yeah.
It is the worst thing you can go, and they're just standing there fiddling their pedals.
Yeah.
It's like, I like Kiss, Alice Cooper. I like theater.
Yes.
I was a theater kid, so
You don't say.
So I was a theater kid, and so I was always drawn just to the theatrics of rock and roll, how outrageous, how fun it can be.
Yeah.
And so let's
give somebody bang for their buck.
Yeah,
exactly.
And for me, it's about the energy, and so I really love, obviously, rock and roll, but I really love punk rock, and I love the energy and the message and the aggression of it, and how it's just really in your face, and it's got this energy to it, you know, and bands like that really pull you in. They don't just perform in front of you. You can touch them. They step out and they really speak to you.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And so this band is kind of a combination of that, of that style of like Alice Cooper and Kiss, but also of the Sex Pistols.
Sure.
And and Rancid and these punk bands of the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and it's about the performance.
Yeah.
And I like to call us rock and roll carnies.
I think it's about time I tell you, since you mentioned the Sex Pistols, I can't play bass.
Oh, shoot. Well, this is awkward. Back to Craigslist we go. But
Jesta.
you look the part.
Oh, thank you.
No, that's all that matters.
Have you ever gone to karaoke?
I have, yes.
So
I don't know that I remember all of it,
It's
but yeah.
karaoke.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Karaoke, yes.
The whole point of that doesn't matter if you're good or bad.
Right.
Is that you're having fun and the audience is having fun.
So well said. Yeah.
So if you can go out there and just make things fun for the audience, they will come right over to you. They'll be having
Yeah.
a great time, and that's what it's all about.
That's so
And
true.
hey, Brennan, if you can't sing,
Sing loud. It's an old Irish thing I learned when I was out in Dublin. They tell me, if Brennan, the Harris family, they live over there, around the hill, around the corner. And also, if you can't sing good, sing loud.
That's a great rule of life.
Oh my
Now,
goodness! You remember
Cody,
when I
you
tried
sit
to
in the
sing
back
like
on
a
drums
virgin?
all the time. You know all about stage performance.
It started good, but then it was really hard, and it just turned into something else. But everybody loved it.
But they loved it because you loved it and you were having fun. That's all that matters. Cody's got the mic. I feel like we
they
need a
handed it
moment.
to me. I'm
we
not
need
sure
a
why.
moment.
He's a drummer, sits at the back the whole time. He knows all about stage performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get up there in the audience's face,
Oh yeah, you're right there at the edge. It's true though. I mean, well, Tommy Lee is a good example of that. Like, being the showman drummer.
Oh, and not even just that, just being entertaining with
Yeah.
the way you play.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee's one of those drummers that has just like a legendary feel that
Yeah.
like you can't replicate that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's kind of like what I think each of us brings to this is that we all have a feel based on our influences that kind of come together in like a Venn diagram to create the sound of our band.
That's so good.
And all of us love that entertaining aspect
Yeah.
of this music.
Yeah.
So that's what we all bring, and that's why it kind of like comes, at least I hope it comes through our music.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's also the first time we've ever used Venn diagram on the Soundwaves set. So props to you, man. I love that. $10 word. That's good. That's good. Leave it to the drummers to like really bring that, I'm married to a drummer. I got to say that. So you guys, what does the rest of 2025 look? I have to say that I love the sense of planning and the sense of like, okay, here's our mission. Because as Dennis well knows, I'm a planner. I write my goals. I have my to-do list. This is the vision. And I think that's important. And it seems like that's what you've got going on.
yeah, I mean, when you're sitting on the material, we were for a year kind of, twiddling
You had a
your
lot of time to
thumbs,
think about it, yeah.
thinking about it, in purgatory or musician purgatory.
Yeah.
Call it hell.
Yeah, call it hell. Call it what it is.
Hell is being a singer and having to just play with the rhythm section.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
So many people walked into our rehearsals and we were like, what the fuck?
What is happening? Oh, that's tough.
I'm like, all right. Well, at least I can hear myself.
Yeah.
But I can't hear me, so I'm going to turn up a little bit.
When you can't play loud. Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
Kidding.
Some people have, tone or style or technique, and I have volume.
Yeah. No, you've got it all. I think you've made that very clear
Thank
today.
you.
You've got it all. That's so 2025 album?
Yeah.
Drop this year or?
This year.
Okay,
This
not
year.
pushing.
No, so we're working on it. We're
Okay.
working on it. We're fine tuning it a bit right now.
Fair enough.
And we plan on having a release next month.
Okay.
It's going to be a short one because honestly, we released a 10-song album with a bonus track, a couple years back, and I feel like kids these days don't have the attention span. They get halfway through the album, they love it, they're like, it's great, but they never listen to the rest of it. I guess that's why we front-loaded the best stuff.
Yeah. I think a lot of bands do that.
I didn't have the attention span for our own album. and the word you're looking for, Nick, is an EP. We're releasing an EP.
Yes,
not an
okay.
album.
So
Fair enough,
we'll
fair
call
enough.
it proper
Yeah.
terminology.
Yes, yes.
We'll call it an EP, but it's still it's our art. It's what we've kind of put together over the last year. So it's we're planning on 5 songs. We'll probably maybe throw in a couple little bonus tracks on there. Yeah,
Okay.
we've been working on some fun ones. We released a cover on the last album, so we're thinking we're going to do the same thing.
That's fun.
here. We won't tell you which one.
I was going to ask, what's that process like? You all throw one in the hat and then you just draw it? Like, how do you agree? Because that's a tough
we literally just each picked one.
Okay.
No, it's more of like a Fight Club style.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I could actually envision that. That's tough. My husband's band, State Line Empire, they're doing a whole covers album. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that, so don't tell him I told you. This will be a tester to see if they watch this episode.
Incident.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole section is just one big.
Exactly. But it's tough because it's like, okay, each member can pick like, I think 2 covers or whatever. Like, that's really, really tough. Jay and I have had many drunken nights where we're like, no, this one, it's gotta be this one. Because that's a lot of pressure.
Oh, no, I totally understand.
Yeah.
We've already gone through it. We're like,
Yeah.
everyone pick a song, and then we're rehearsing mine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, I don't think this is going to work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's
Like,
that too.
I had the idea, but I realized I'm wrong. And they're like, no. The worst thing is, no, you're right. We should
We'll
keep
make
doing
it
it.
work.
We'll make it work. I'm like, no, this is not going to
Then
happen.
after 3 rehearsals, we're like, no,
We're
we're
gonna
just
drop
not. We're
that.
gonna drop this one. We're gonna focus on something else.
I'm
Taking
dying
away
to
your
hear them,
ideas
though.
privilege.
Yeah. Well, I'm dying to hear them because really good covers or covers that go like a completely different direction, I think.
Oh, yeah.
They can be awful, but they can also really work.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you can
No
do some
pressure.
really, really fantastic things with them.
Yeah.
And you can insert guitar solos where no guitar solo should ever be.
I have a feeling you might
Or
want to
you
do
can
that.
come out of left field like we did around Christmas time with Last Christmas.
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Which is great. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you know, the greatest thing about that song is there's guitar in it, but there's no guitarist in the video.
Right. Oh, that's funny. That's great.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Find the guitar
Find
player.
the guitar.
No,
Yeah.
no one will
We
notice.
found him.
Yeah, right? Yes, you did.
They're just going to have to CG me into the film, right? It's going to be just like Rogue One, only better.
Yes, exactly. You just float in. That
Got the age
you could make that happen. Your editing skills can do that, right? Sure.
I'm getting there.
This EP has been, though, it's really been like a labor of love. And since we're doing it ourselves,
Yeah.
a lot of the work just went on to Cody.
Oh,
Yeah.
A lot of
that's
everything.
That's where I think I'll pass the mic over to Cody.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So
Yeah.
that all lands on you.
Yeah, I've been
unfortunately.
gathering like audio recording equipment since I started playing drums in like 2009.
Wow.
Just because I wanted to be able to record myself at
Yeah.
like good quality because I'm kind of an audiophile and having really good audio of drums is just fun to have
Yeah.
and fun to play around with. But it's come in handy because now that we're like, hey, you have the means, let's just record this ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you need is like a decent sounding room for the drums, and then everything else you can do anywhere basically.
Yeah. These days you can.
Yeah, and I have really nice microphones, so
Nice. Do
that
you
helps.
master it and everything? Like
Yeah.
all? Wow. That's a lot.
It's
That
wild,
is
too,
a
because
lot.
we paid money for studios, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Cody has like all this at home.
Right. Yeah. Why are we? Yeah. No. That's. I mean,
I learned some things from our studio time. Learned
Yeah.
from those engineers.
that's great.
Yeah, and then the results that we've been getting have been amazing. Like I think "Hate Me" sounds fantastic, and
Yeah.
the next few tracks that you guys are going to hear
Yeah.
are going to sound killer.
That's great. That saves you a lot of money, and you get to do it on your own timeline, which is really handy.
Which has always been my crux. Every time we go into the studio, it's always the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It gets rushed. You know, we spend way too much time on the guitars. Sorry.
No offense, Brad.
And I get crammed into the last 2 hours of the session
Mm.
where I've got to, I mean, I literally did this on the last album. I came in for one day, waited for them to get done with the guitars, and then got pushed into the booth
Yeah.
at the last minute and sang every single one of those songs you hear on the last album. I did that in 2 hours.
Jesus.
Wow.
And
I
kept
mean,
your
back
voice.
to
That's-
back to back to back.
Hey
to
Nick,
back
how
to
do you
back,
think
no
I
break.
feel? I finish my bass parts like in a day or two, and then I'm just there for
Then
like
you're
5
sitting. That's always been my experience.
Looking
It's a
in the
hurry and
mirror.
wait situation.
And one part I like even stopped playing my bass even
Yeah.
in one track and was like, I'm not even gonna redo it.
yeah.
It's done.
David was protesting.
That's how David got so good at makeup and fashion that we had a lot of time in the studio.
Love
Yeah.
it.
You know,
I mean,
just
our-
sit around and hang out.
Hey, our favorite thing to do, our favorite pastime of both Cody and I's is to find this guy looking in the mirror, just catching him
I
and
need to
catching
s-
pictures of him.
Yes.
But he's too damn good at catching us.
Oh, catching.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to look for every angle.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if I'm behind with the camera, show us your looks.
Yeah. Okay, so this is inspiring a thought. Maybe you guys should do a cover of You're So Vain. As a cheeky nod to our lovely diva.
Oh, I
right?
love me some Carly Simon.
Wouldn't that be fun? You could rock that
Fantastic
up.
voice. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck.
You have opened Pandora's
I
box.
know, I really have. I want to get in on the covers conversation.
Hey,
That's fun.
I've always said it. I'm not a singer. I'm a cheerleader. So,
We can get pom-poms out there. We can make this happen. I see a vision already. I'm
clown.
inspired. I'm inspired.
ringleader.
Well, I'm very excited about not only this year, but what you guys have in the future. Thank God for Christless. That's the
Isn't it?
headline.
Absolutely. It is highly underrated as a tool,
It is.
right?
Yes.
For finding whatever useless thing you happen to want at that moment.
Are you calling these guys useless? How dare you?
Hold on.
We found him too.
Yeah, like these, in case you forgot, they were also on Craigslist.
That's right.
We've seen where you live, man.
That's right.
So we're going to pick this guy up, right? And he's like, "Oh yeah, I just live over here in Petaluma." And we start driving. We're driving up this long, weird, driveway. It's getting narrower and narrower and narrower. And then all of a sudden, here's this shipping container, and we're like, where did this?
I thought you were going to say like
where's-
Kaczynski cabin or something. I didn't know where he was going.
No, we drove past those.
Oh, okay, got
To
it.
get to the shipping.
Calling
Got
myself
it.
the mono bomber
And he's like, it's nice.
because I
It's
don't
got
bomb in
carpeted
stereo.
walls.
I don't bomb in stereo. Did you hear that? Oh my God. What did you just say? The shipping container what?
It has carpeted walls.
It has carpeted walls. Padded walls, you mean. I think you're looking, the word you're looking for is padded.
I was trying to be kind.
Try a little harder.
A lot of time
my
to
God.
practice these jokes.
Yes, I would imagine
It locks
so.
from the outside.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's to keep him in.
Wow. You guys are awesome. Check them out, Crash Pilot. We're so glad to have you obviously rebooted, if you will, and here on the set. So thank you for being here. That
Thank
was
you for
really,
having me,
really,
Jess.
really
Yeah.
fun. Do you do stand-up comedy? Because if so, I'm going to come see you.
You know,
should.
I've heard that I should.
Yes, you
but I've
definitely-
also heard sometimes people say, "Please stop."
That
Because-
could be part of the bit, though.
Yeah.
He's gonna
because
bomb.
He's gonna bomb. We'll all
I
be there
really
for the
enjoy
bomb.
puns,
Yeah.
and some people are just terrified of them. I actually
Okay.
aim to cause pain when I do this.
That's good.
And some people are genuinely hurt by it.
That's your lane. We have found Britain's lane, I
in
think,
it.
today. Stay in it. All right, Crash
puns.
Pilot, check them out. You're
Thank you.
watching Soundwaves TV. Thanks, guys. Give them a look. Give them a look. Wait. Yes.